Felt like we had a very good Tuesday practice. When we practice on Tuesdays, it's our most physical, hardest day of the week, and I thought our kids really did a great job, had great enthusiasm, played with a lot of effort and strain, which we need on Tuesdays, and very happy with how they pushed through today. And we just got to continue to progress and continue to get 1% better. Open up for questions.
It's the old cliche, but are you where you want to be at this point in the preseason?
I think our guys are tired of going against each other, so we've been trying to mix things up and change up who plays against who. So it is to that point where you get tired of going against the same people, and the interest and intrigue of the opponent coming up is definitely in our kids' minds. We're not there yet. We're still working on ourselves, but that time is coming here shortly.
Point of camp, I guess, along with that, where competition never goes away, but just transitioning more to fitting who into which role they're going to play when they're actually playing next week.
Yeah, we're definitely trying to define roles, and kids are earning those spots according to how they perform and how they have performed over the last 20 days. So we're still evaluating. We're still developing our guys because in 6 weeks you just never know who's going to have to be out on the football field. So we're constantly trying to develop our entire roster while we're at practice, and all of our young guys are getting better with that intellectually. They're learning the playbook and learning our base offense, defense, and special teams. So very encouraged by their learning process right now.
Now that we're at the start of the season, who are a few key players that you're looking to step up and take some leadership over there?
I would say on defense, I think we have several leaders. Kevin Swint is one that kind of sticks out. Justin Abraham is another one. Jai Gilmore is another one that's in the secondary. Gavin Pringle, he leads by example, not so much vocally. But I feel like all four of those guys on defense are doing things the right way. They're approaching practice with the correct mindset. They're kind of holding a standard to everyone else. They're not afraid to confront and demand of their peers when they're doing wrong. So I really appreciate those guys for taking the bull by the horn from that standpoint. On offense, kind of not a born natural leader yet. I think it's more they're just trying to get everything down. Just don't have a lot of vocal guys on that side of the ball, which I'm not worried about. It's just part of who they are as a person. That's one thing I learned in coaching. You can't force someone to be a leader from a vocal standpoint. So we just got to kind of see and continue down that road and see who kind of shows their voice on that side of the ball.
You mentioned Tuesdays, the most physical day, and I guess alongside that, you're trying to balance going hard, getting ready for the season, but also not going too hard and risking physical health. So I guess where does that balance fall for you?
Yeah, it's a tough balance. If we continue to just practice with good habits of not wrenching and throwing or slinging D linemen and O linemen and trying to stay on our feet and being in a good thud position and just taking care of each other when the quarterback does, or if it's a block back opportunity, then I think our guys have done a really good job of practicing the right manner. I've shown them thousands of examples of how to practice, and when things aren't done the right way, we point it out in meetings. So they're doing a good job. Of course, injuries are a part of football. You can't really control that. I mean, you can be in spiders and get hurt. So that's just part of football. That's why we're trying to develop our entire roster, and we got a next man up mentality here. So whoever ends up going down, the next man up has to be ready to step up and earn his keep.
You pleased with the progress of the O-line?
I'm pleased with our progress of our entire team. You can see the growth, getting a little bit of continuity. We're still mixing and matching O-linemen just to see who can play different spots on the O-line. Just still part of that development of getting into the season and just trying to find our best 8 to 9 linemen that we can travel with on a 70-man roster.
What can you say at this point about the quarterback battle?
They're still battling. very close to making a decision, but I would say we're probably down to two. And they're really doing an outstanding job of learning, mastering the offense. Still got some things that we have to work on from a protection standpoint and understanding when to check out of a play into the correct play. But I'm very pleased with the main two guys right now, and we'll be making a decision here shortly.
With classes starting on Monday, how has the team prepared for balancing the workload between school and football?
Just same thing, experience on Mondays when school does start. That will probably be a day we go in spiders because their mind is everywhere because they're thinking about the first day of school. So it will probably be a spiders type practice, a fundamental day because we know just typically that's what it's all about, going to class and being on campus and interacting with their peers and being a student first. So that's just part of being a student athlete, playing college athletics. They've balanced it before. I think the freshmen are the ones that this will be brand new to them, the ones that just got here in the summer, where they're trying to balance a full practice load as well as a academic load. Whereas the summer you only took 3 or 6 hours, which was a minimum, and football led practices by the players were incorporated. So just be a different animal, but I think our guys will adjust fine.
Process question for you with some of the changes in the offseason. Have you been taking advantage of the new rule around helmet communications?
Yes, we've been helmet communicating almost every single day. So I think it's an advantage for our guys. We actually cut it off at 15 seconds so our coordinators can't talk to the people on defense or our quarterbacks on offense. So I really think our coaches have done an outstanding job of maximizing that opportunity, getting those systems down on how much time we have and the urgency that we need to have on both sides of the ball to make sure that we're getting the proper communication and where it can be a benefit to us.
I guess given it's been around the NFL for a lot longer, is it helpful to have some staff members that have done it at the NFL level and have the experience not brand new for everyone?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, 4 NFL coaches, well, actually 5 NFL coaches that have been on staff. Even the replay of the plays in between series, we kind of worked that situation at our last scrimmage and kind of worked through the kinks of that system, plays not loading, just troubleshooting all those issues. And the more you do it, the easier it gets. But I feel like our staff is fairly have a great plan on how we're going to proceed in that area.
And along with that, rules on staffers able to coach correctly is changing up as well. Obviously, it's a level playing field for everyone who can do that, but how much of a help is that for you?
It's a big help because you got more eyes, more voices, but at the same token, we don't want it where it's too many voices, so we always got to make sure we're saying the right message at our positions and whoever's relaying that message. Still want the main coaches to have that voice, but our assistants that are helping out, our kids understand the importance of that. I mean, a coach that's telling a player something to do or correcting a player, they're never telling them something that is wrong. So just like being a parent, if I'm saying something to you, if I'm correcting you, if I'm parenting you, then I'm telling you something for a reason.
Every coach at this at the podium has talked about the importance of special teams. Every coach practices special teams. But with the teams you've been on that have had kind of a difference making special teams, what's actually been the difference there to make it a positive?
We're believing putting our best players on special teams. We're not going to be an organization that thinks our 3rd and 4th string guys will be on our units. We're putting our best players on all our units, and our backups are our next best players in those units, of course. So we're taking it from the approach of putting our best 11 out there on the football field in all areas of the game.